on top of breaking news at 4:45 here. A big drop on Wall Street. The Dow, NASDAQ, S&P all down big. I mean, plummeting. Joining me now is Mike Armstrong from Armstrong Advisory Group. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, listen, we're looking at these numbers. Everyone's looking at these numbers, you know, stoking a lot of fears, especially when it comes to a recession. What do you make of what we're seeing today?
It is reminiscent of the types of downturns we were seeing back in 2020. These are the worst days we're seeing in the stock market since those March, April days of 2020 during COVID lockdowns. Yesterday's announcement on tariffs seemingly was above and beyond any expectations for what investors and analysts were expecting from the White House in terms of tariffs, and business leaders are left digesting that. So big sell-offs in particular in consumer electronics companies that sell to the general public, any sort of apparel or home furnishings getting beat up today. And I think no matter where you stand, you probably have to stand here today and say the probability of recession looks higher than it did yesterday.
Which is concerning, to say the least, right? A lot of people have a lot of concerns, but the big thing is that people feel like everything's kind of outside of their control right now, right? So for most folks who work every day, they're trying to save, they're trying to do the right thing. Should we be sitting back and letting things play out, or is there something specific we should be doing now?
Well, I think it always depends. My benchmark for that is always, have I prepared for something like a recession or market sell-off before it happens? And I know it's not a possible thing to prepare for, but things like, do I have a rainy day fund?
Yeah.
Can I afford it if my car breaks down and I can still get to work? And then if you have a 401k or investment portfolio, and especially if you might be using it soon, have I thought through the possibility of this type of sell-off that we are seeing right now? That, you know, again, where we are right now, we're only about 12% off those all-time highs. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to get worse, but it certainly could get worse before it gets better. And am I prepared for that, both emotionally and just practically in terms of where my money is located right now?
I like that you mentioned emotionally, because I think a lot of people have a lot of strong feelings about what we're seeing. Typically when we talk about, though, downturns in the market, we think about temporary changes. You know, do you think this is a short-term reaction that we're seeing, or do we need to rethink our strategies?
I think that a lot depends on the next few days and then few months. Few days in particular, because these tariffs, the reciprocal tariffs in particular, do not go into effect until April 9th. That leaves about 6 days for negotiations to happen. If there are none, that's very different than if you hear, oh yeah, China, European Union, Vietnam, all of a sudden these things are changing, and what we thought was the case yesterday is no longer the case tomorrow. If we are staring this down 6 days from now and the tariffs that were announced yesterday look exactly the same, that indicates to me something completely different than the normal, hey, this is a negotiation tactic and we're just trying to get a better trade deal out of these partners.
So watching and seeing for now, but not looking.
Yeah, frankly, the economic data in January and February did not look that great to begin with. We already saw consumers pulling back on spending.
Yeah.
If this is the nudge that pushes them over the edge in terms of pulling back that spending, we are a consumer-based economy. And without that spending continuing, yeah, could get uglier before it gets better.
Mike Armstrong, we always appreciate your insight. Thank you so much.